transforming your supply chain. So what is supply chain? So a definition I found, which I quite liked, was a supply chain is the network of all individuals, organizations, resources, activities, and technology involved in the creation and sale of a product. Now, when I draw on my own experience at Heinz, or Kraft Heinz as they're now known, and baked beans, what happened there in the supply chain was that somebody bought the seeds, then somebody planted them, they grew the seeds into a bean and then harvested them. They bagged the beans, containerized them, shipped them from US and Canada into the UK factory, tin them, cook them in tomato sauce, then stick the finished goods on a pallet, put the pallet in the warehouse, put the pallet on the truck, drive the pallets with the beans to the retailer. The retailer then stores and transports into their shops. And then we go out and buy it and put it on our toast. And so now we're enjoying a lovely meal. That is, if you actually like baked beans. So really every element of the supply chain has to work properly for the next part to also work properly. So you could say that for you to be able to buy baked beans in the shop and enjoy a good meal, aka get a good result, everything from planting the initial seed has to align with the goal of creating the baked beans, right? So let's explore what is in your supply chain. What seeds are you planting? Now, first of all, I want you to think of something really shitty that happened. Really think about that. How do you feel? Okay, now think of something really good that happened or something that made you laugh recently. How do you feel now? Okay, so that makes you realize that your thoughts are creating your feelings, doesn't it? So your thoughts also create your belief system. And a belief really is just a thought that you keep thinking or a story that you keep telling yourself. And the thing is that your feelings and your beliefs actually control your actions. Now, there's a natural law of the universe that's called cause and effect. And it dictates that every action has a reaction. So every action you take has a reaction, and we call that results. So you see those results in your real life. Your result is really the way that you live in your life right now. Now, if we work backwards then from that, you could say that the results you're getting in life, your circumstances, your environment, your job, your relationships, and so on, are created by your actions, which in turn are controlled by your feelings and beliefs, and they are dictated by your thoughts. Now then, it becomes really pretty important, doesn't it, to control our thoughts and to make a point of only entertaining thoughts that are going to get the results that we want. So, for instance, if you believe that you can do something, you'll take a very, very different action than if you believe that you can't. In fact, if you believe that you can't, or if you think something isn't possible, you may not take any action at all. And so then it will never happen, will it? So what if you could change that? What if you could make a difference? Well, now you know that you can. You can change things by changing your thinking. Now, the way things are for you today are just a result of the way that you've been thinking up to now. And you can change that right now. Every second you can change your thoughts. So you can start thinking a more positive thought, maybe. So you create a more positive feeling. You create a different, more positive belief. And then you're going to start to take a different kind of action. And because you're taking a different kind of action in line with more positive thoughts and beliefs, you're going to get a way more positive result. So what kind of thoughts are in your supply chain? What kind of beliefs are in your supply chain? Are they limiting or are they empowering you? Are you allowing what's happened in the past to dictate what's going to happen in the future? Now, if your thoughts are limiting you, so you want something, but you're telling yourself that it's not possible. So basically your thoughts are limiting you. So if they are limiting you, ask yourself, how can you change this negative story that you're telling yourself? How can you change those negative thoughts? And by the way, it's not true. You'll find that when you start to exploring some of your belief system, that it's actually not true what you're thinking and what you're telling yourself. So you can change them then into more positive and productive thoughts so that you can then get the results that you actually want. So really, really think of what's in your supply chain of thought and then change it if it doesn't serve you. So it's really just like a supply chain in business where you would change maybe your sourcing provider, or your routes to market, or your ocean freight carrier, to get a better service and to get better quality, maybe even get a better transit time. So now think back to the bean seeds from Heinz. If they had not been good quality and the growing process didn't take place properly and all those movements didn't take place properly, or if the beans were even half rotted when they were planted, the baked beans, the end result wouldn't be very nice, would it? Or maybe you wouldn't even have any baked beans. So what seeds are you planting? What seeds are you starting your supply chain with? Now, as always, if you're ready and you've got the guts to actually make some changes in your own supply chain, in your life, then reach out for a chat. I would love to talk to you. That's it for today. Next week, we're going to talk about Incoterms. In the meantime, enjoy your lunch, bon appetit, and eet smakelijk. See you soon.